bring the noise. That was brilliant.
We're here at the Millbrook Test Centre to do a day of stunt driving for Volkswagen. There's a GTI limited edition for the 30th birthday. It's got 30 bhp more, and then we've got the R32, a lot more grunt.
I think this should be available to everybody on the National Health, so they can just come on, get all their emotions out behind the wheel, do some skidding, do some speeding, and then get on the road and drive responsibly.
Yeah, are you listening, Thatcher?
I don't think she can listen anymore. It was
a lot more danger.
Yeah,
doing this.
It was more relaxed though, in terms of it wasn't like we had, you know, there wasn't a massive camera strapped to the side of the car, and it wasn't like we had to do a full night shooting afterwards.
Couldn't see Edgar looking into it.
Do it again.
Do it again.
It was much more sort of, you know, it was all about the driving today, and it was all about the wheels, man.
Yeah.
The wheels on the job.
BHP.
I'm just about to go skiing.
See you later.
We're going to go up on two wheels. You know what? I was amazed at how slow you had to go to get up, and I was also amazed at how high it was once you were up there.
Oh, I was amazed at how steady it felt in terms of, you know, it didn't feel like we were going to roll over.
He's never rolled it.
Never rolled it. It's a good job, because otherwise they call him Rolling Russell, and that works.
It's pretty clever.
French Connection was one of my favourite. The Blues Brothers.
Ronin.
That's it? I've not seen that.
Yeah. Taxi.
Ronan Keating.
The original French Taxi, not the one with Jimmy Kimmel. What's his name?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. The French is the best.
What other good? Oh, Bullet. I wasn't thinking about anything other than
not dying.
That's true, actually. The only
Especially
thing
on the track.
Yeah, the only thing that's going through your mind is don't crash.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Don't do a hamster.
Oh. Yeah, I thought of poor old Hammy and what he went through that day.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you.
Jesus!
This is the world Guinness record holder for J-turning and parking in confined spaces, and we're going to do it again. I tried to keep my cool, but I had one of those faces. You're powering, you know, a couple of tons of what's a car, like a ton?
Yeah, I'd say ton,
So
maybe
you've
a
got
little bit more.
massive objects moving at speed. That's what he thinks about when he's unwell.
When I get flu as a child, I always used to think about massive objects moving really quickly. A massive ship, or like a massive rock moving really quickly. Even now it makes me feel horrible.
It's the delirium of sickness.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe a little smoke.
It was about, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was 40.
Let me show you, let me do this.
Tell you where you can stick that.
I said, let me tell her where you can stick that. This is Podge and Rog.
It's time for a tug.
That's what he says. We're in Dublin, by the way. Capital of Ireland. Doing some press for Hot Fuzz. We've had some nice interviews this morning, and Nick, look at Nick's fade. Look at that. Look at that. That is a hell of a fade. They're saying it's sweet like cherry age, you know what I'm saying? We're presenting a Meteor Award, which is a very prestigious Irish music award. Oh, we're doing the film as well. We're introducing and doing a Q&A at the film.
Get it out there.
I love it very much, and I'm very proud of it, and I can't wait for people to enjoy it as much as we do.
We all like a bit of vintage champagne, no?
I'm saying.
Mr. Webley, I trust you have a license for that firearm.
I don't for this one.
Does for this, huh?
He does for this one. What do you mean by this one?
With the power of Grayskull.
Simon and Nick are just in it. I do most of the donkey work on Hot Fuzz. I suppose this is like it's definitely like a big, ambitious film to be shot in this country. And that not only was the challenge, that's also the whole point of doing it. That's the whole joke, is the idea of seeing these kind of like levels of carnage and craziness that you only see in like Jerry Bruckheimer and Joel Silver films in really rural picture postcard locations. You know, a lot of British films trade on that kind of like sort of England at its most kind of pretty and quaint, and the idea of doing that but also introducing this more chaotic element. It feels like a proper cinema film. It feels like something you should see at the cinema rather than just watch it on telly.
Our guests are just arriving, and once they're sat down, we're going in.
It's the first public screening of the film, essentially, which is quite exciting.
We went on tour with various constabularies around London and the West Country, out with the guys from the Met, and also down to the West Country to hang out with some of the stations in Cirencester, Wells, Somerset, Wiltshire and Gloucestershire, basically.
I also listened to the Police album Regatta de Blanc.
And that was the most helpful. Later on we're going to HMV, hopefully you'll come along to that, and then the screening. So it's a fun-packed day.
Hi everyone, I'm just here to proudly introduce Simon, Pegg and Nick Spall. So we all just give them a big warm glass of welcome and bring on the noise!
You're not old enough to see any of our films, are you? Done, all done. Yeah! We're off to the screening. See you in Birmingham.
Yeah!
snowy Birmingham, right, Nick? Yeah, that's right. It's snowing a lot. It has been for 8 hours. And what's your favourite weather?
Snow!
Janine used to say I love my Lily more than I loved her.
Is that why you split up?
What?
Because you'd done it with a plan.
It's scripted. We try to come to the set with a fully prepared and watertight script, so there's no messing around on set. But we do have a period of rehearsal when, first of all, we introduce this guy into the mix.
Nick is probably one of the first people to read the script, and because we write it very much with Nick in mind, and then when Nick reads it, you know, you have other suggestions and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes the power and wealth has blinded them to what normal people do and say, and that's what I like to think is Simon and Edgar have made a wonderful pasta, and I come on and chip some parmesan into it.
What's this? Ta-da!
I don't smile for about 40 minutes, actually. But it's because Nicholas Angel is like a robot, and he's kind of sort of, even though he's a brilliant cop, he's got a lot to learn about being a brilliant human being, and he learns that from this guy, Danny B.
You just gotta learn to switch off that big old melon of yours.
That's the whole problem, Danny. I don't think I know how.
I can show you how.
Okay, this is us winding up our press tour. We've got Bristol tomorrow, but then it's back to London for a couple of exclusive screenings, and then a very, very big night for us, the night which is we've been looking forward to so much. It's our premiere, so join us there and join in the fun.
Are you gonna go?
I might not.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you get the uniform on, you are taken over by the spirit of Robert Peel. When you're standing in between shots, invariably old women come up to you and say, "Can you tell me where the tourist office is?" And instead of saying, it's easier to know where the tourist office is and to tell them, rather than say, "I'm not actually a policeman." And then they stand looking at you for ages thinking, "What's happening here?" So you just, you know, I got into trouble for smoking on set, wearing a policeman's uniform. And someone phoned the station and grassed me up. So whenever I wanted a cigarette, I'd have to go behind the pub, which was even more furtive.
We had to stay kind of hidden a lot of the time on set. It was, you know, obviously for obvious reasons, we couldn't be seen to be police officers, but sometimes it was impossible. And I remember driving to the supermarket set one day with my arm shot and all blood pouring down and all bruises all over my face. And a truck pulled up next to me, and the guy sort of looked down into the thing, and I just saw him go, "Fuck!" I really thought there was a winged police officer in an unmarked car.
It's great. I mean, that's what I'm saying when you're going down to set, but in the good uniform, because for me there are two uniforms. There's the one with the jumper and the slacks and the Dr. Martens, which is the bad uniform. And then the good one's the one when you've got the stab vest on and you look like the ones at the airport. That's the good uniform for me. But there are moments when you'd be going to set in Barry's car, and you'd pull up next to someone on the phone, and you'd just be sitting there thinking, "Please fucking turn around, please," just so I could go like that.
T-1000. I was channeling Robert Patrick every second of that film, just trying to be, particularly my run. which you'll notice have very straight hands. Very straight hands and a very serious face. And everything Tom Cruise has done post The Firm, he always does a very fast run. And it was good because I wanted to play somebody who wasn't Tim Bisley and who wasn't Sean Riley. I wanted him to be someone who was different I hadn't played before. Because I'd had that criticism levelled at me that, he just plays kind of slacker losers. Yeah. And I wanted to play one that isn't somebody who isn't that.
What we were really sort of kind of paying tribute to was the kind of action films of the sort of 80s and 90s of the, Joel Silver, Jerry Bruckheimer mould, really.
I think we have a thing that we refer to as the curse of Spaced, which is that a lot of people assume that we're making references that we're not sometimes because we've done that so much, when sometimes we're just trying to have an original idea.
I thought the curse of Spaced was the 40 people that died when we were making it.
Yeah, that's a different story. I'm not supposed to talk about it. I don't know if there is a particular source we get comedy inspiration from, because, our comedy kind of is personal, but there are plenty of everyone that's good ever, adds to the kind of cosmic comedy sun, and we're all warmed by it. Wow, right, kids?
I can't believe you got to clap for that.
I can't believe it either. I wish the people who were at the queue at HMV for 5 hours were warmed by it today. They weren't.
I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's been a fabulous evening. Great film, 3 terrific guests, the director Edgar Wright, and the stars Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
For the world premiere of Hot Fuzz. It's been brilliant, so exciting. Pretty much everyone's here, and I have to say it is one of the funniest films I have ever seen. I'm not just saying that, I actually mean it.
We are in London's glamorous, cold and wet West End in Leicester Square, and we're here for the world premiere of Hot Fuzz, and it should be a fun night. I'm excited and nervous. Well, after this, we're pretty much kind of doing it straight through till April, so we do Australia and Europe and the States for like a month, so it's pretty crazy. It's, it's great fun. It's exhausting, but it's great fun.
Considine. I play Andy Tanner. Andy Tanner. Play Andy, someone.
The local CID in Sandford, where Simon goes, and we sort of fancy ourselves a little bit. We've got Macintoshes, aviators, bomber jackets and stuff. We're there to make his life hell, but we turn out all right. We're nice boys, really.
The character I play in the film is a guy called Simon Skinner, otherwise known as Sissy, who runs the local supermarket. I didn't think that a supermarket, manager or someone who ran a supermarket had to have a moustache, but Edgar really liked Flash Gordon, and I played a character called Prince Baron in that, who had a moustache, so I wore a moustache, and decided it was going to be a sleazy moustache.
Oh, hey,
vlog time. Hello, vlogs. It's nice to see a familiar face. We're at the premiere and it's raining, typically. It's amazing. We've got a blue carpet. It says Hot Fuzz on it. It's incredible. I want to carpet my house with it when I get home.
Hello, vlog. It was a tense 2 hours in the hotel. I felt like I was getting married to cinema itself. But we're here now and it feels great. It's lovely. I need to wee really badly and I'm doing it now.